Welcome back to Lord of the Rings Online. I'm Salty Cur, and we are simply walking into Mordor. So we left off right here, and we're going to continue by going up to Albin Northcotton. So let's go ahead and click him as our quest guide. He was quite annoying to us a while back because he made us do all of the chores for him that were quite redundant, so hopefully he'll have his act together a little better, and that we will be able to just kind of get to business. Get to the business. I think he was this way, right? Was he this way? Beautiful dusk. So I think, in light of the beautiful dusk, can we jump up here? Come up there. Jump up there. Jump up there. It's not letting me jump up on that house. So I'm going to be able to get up there high and get a nice sunset shot. Oh well. Let's go find, what's his name? Albin. Get a couple, let's see. Get one of those dramatic backlit shots. Backlit shots or backlit shots? There's another one. Neato mosquito. Yeah, what a beautiful game, isn't it? Just beautiful. I want to live there. Alright, enough tomfooleries and scarlarkings. Let's find our guy, Albin. If he gives me a bunch of little...
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, you can take that quest and finish it, little Albin.
Is there something I can do for you?
Cannot believe it's all done already. I was sure we would have to cancel, but not. Oh, we're finally done with the chores. None of these are going to be an upgrade for us. That's a two-handed. 44, yeah, none of these are gonna really do it for us. Sad. Okay, so we'll just take the most expensive one, which is usually the great sword.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Now we head to Dwaling and Hob Hillbrow. So Dwaling is a little bit north of here as we're working our way into Numinas. Or is it Dwaling? I've never known if it was Dwaling or Dwaling. Either way, we're going to accept it and let him get his market up and running, making some scratch for the people of Oatbarton. Let's go see what's going on in Dwaling. I'm going to call it Dwaling. If I don't get lost. I think I'm getting lost. Bonus. I was so enchanted by the red sunset that I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky at morning, sailor take warning. a whole quest chain of where you can become a bounder, which is basically a security guard. I have no interest in being a rent-a-cop for the Shire, so we're going to just continue on here. Okay, so you saw that goblin on the hill, I'm sure. So I'm sensing that things in Dwaling are not going to be as pleasant. There's spiders and goblins. So here's Dwaling here. And hopefully now we'll be getting Lebethron nodes.
How do you do?
Okay, so we have the swift travel now to Oatbarton. There's a milestone as well, so let's go ahead. Yeah, look at this place. Things are not good in Dwaling. Not good at all. So there's lots of rings to pick up here, so...
What do you need?
Might as well sell our stuff. We'll just go ahead and sell those. And we're keeping that one. Repair, even though we haven't died, we took some damage. Hob is who we want to talk to, Hillbrow.
Can't a body be left alone?
I'm very happy to hear that the market is starting tomorrow, but I fear we will have not much able to make it. There's too much afoot here to leave. Why do you say that, Hob?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Hunter, I beg your pardon, but I haven't any other to turn to in these dark times. Please hear me out. Dwaling has never been a rich town, but we have always gotten by on our own. Many of the best glass blowers in the Shire were found in these holes. My dad before me was a glass blower, best in North and East Farthings, and I learned the trade from him. Recently, things turned for the worse for our little town. What with all the wild creatures about, folk are plain afraid of the north bounds nowadays. Most of the folk have moved away and sold off their property after business stopped. A hobbit out of the West Farthing sent letters and contracts up this way, purchasing holes and land until he bought up almost the whole town. That's when all the trouble began. I used to get my tools for glass blowing repaired by a dear old friend who lived in Dwaling, but he moved away not a week ago. Before he left, he swore he would finish fixing them up. If you would, head into Dwaling and see if he left them on his stoop. His hole was on the north side of town. The tools should be in a satchel or bag. I would be deeply in your debt. Okay? You'll notice these are level 31 quests, so we are just going to pick them up. Because, if you recall, we've got Agamar to deal with. Oh, and I didn't realize that this skips. I didn't realize you could go farther into Book 2 and Book 3. Here we're in Evendeem. So we're going to collect all these. Here are all the Garthagarwin quests. And we can try doing some of them, I think, but I don't think we'll be able to do these at our level. So we might save Garthagarwin for another time. Great Barrows we could still do. And we've got these in the Lone Lands still to do. So we've got choices. So lots of branches we could do here. So let's go ahead and let's pick up these quests here, and then we're going to go back to Agamar and try to finish up Book 2. So let us
Could I take a moment of
pick
your
this
time?
one up, find the dog.
Might I
This
speak
one,
with you a
examine
moment?
the corpse of the spider. There's another
Might
quest
I have a
here.
word with you?
Collect white sand. Okay. So Dwalin's plight and troubles we will return to at another time, but for right now we are going to clear our quest tracker and put on chapter 216, and another great hunter characteristic, being able to port. So we're going to port back to Osguruth and see what this is about. Okay. We have to bring Elsa's pack back to Hannah. Here you go, Hannah.
What do you need?
My sister is well? I'm very pleased to hear this. What is it you bring me? I remember we had to go in there and find her sister, and her sister was in the past there and told us to bring the pack back and tell Hannah, look, relax, everything's fine. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. I fear for my sister, for the swamp is a threatening place full of terrors. The night is dark and full of terrors. But I know that what she does is for the good of the Agline. Now I suppose you should take Elsa's letter to Frederick. Okay. Frederick, my man.
Greetings.
Crossing the swamp is not easy, Castellan. You have shown remarkable courage. Ah, yes, Elsa confirms as much in this letter to me. She speaks quite highly of you. I hope you begin preparing the shipment of supplies for Elsa and Ariok. Remember, those were the two that tried to go into Agamar on their own. But then we had to go in and save them. Again, it's going to be hard to part with that 533 armor for 3 of vitality. And then a slightly higher crit rating. So, as a medium armor class who's going solo. What is our armor anyway? Our armor is... Yeah, we'd lose, what, 1/8 of our armor. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay, so,
What do you need?
I think we finished... Yep, we finished book 2. So now book 3 of the foreword. Show completed. Let's see. Book 2. We completed, I think, all of book 2. It did not give us another quest. So, let's bring that. So we will hit the Forsaken Inn. Quite a bit of running around this episode. That's okay, nothing wrong with that.
Greetings.
We'll take a horsey though. It's quite a ride there. There's no easy way to get there. If you port to South Bree, it's almost as far. So either way, you're taking a horse. So let's just take an update here of our stuff. Not making any progress on these deeds. I'm gonna have to deed at some point off camera. We finally got this slot open, I think. So we're trying to make progress on these. Enmity of the Orcs, I think, gets us. I still have to look that up. In fact, I'm going to look that up right now while we're riding our horsey. I'm trying to make this smaller so you can see my little horsey ride. Alright, looking up LOTRO. Is it Eldar's Grace or Grace of the Eldar? Eldar's Grace. My phone is not behaving. It's been doing this quite a bit recently. Alright, here we go. Pardon me. This skill is acquired by completing the Enmity of the Orcs 3. Okay, so if we go to our deeds, and we go to class race epic, where would that be? Class race, I think. Enmity of the Orcs 2 gets us Return to Rivendell. So we need another, whatever, 132. And I think it's another 150. So it's going to be a while before we get that. But that's okay. I am still slightly annoyed that we have to do these class tiers in order. As I mentioned before, we completed Class Deeds Tier 3, but it did not give us the point. Because you have to do 1 and 2 first. So yeah, that was kind of lame. Alright, we should be close to the Forsaken Inn. Seems like lately when we've been running around the Lowlands, it's been at night. Things have kind of worked out that way. All the way up there. I guess we could have gotten off the horse early and run up there. And I don't think you can take a horse to
What can I do for you?
Yeah, you can take a horse from him, but I don't think you can take a horse to him. People running about, doing quests. Nice to see. Ooh. Mm-hmm. 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 Where'd it go? Nice. See if we can get up there without any nonsense from these goblins and wargs and such. Oh, are you kidding? Get over the ridge. Yep. Did we... I guess these don't work anymore because maximum strength of 30 from the target. We must be getting a higher... It says 23. Oh, it's because I didn't put those into the quick slot bar for the buff bars. Had I remembered, we could have done that while we were taking our horsey ride. Here's Candide. Book 3, Fires in the North.
Greetings.
Esteldine sends word that you are to go there and meet with Halbarad. Please hurry, for the orc fires burn hot and strong, and each moment we waste is another opportunity for the enemy. Okay. So basically, well, first of all, let's see what level that quest is. It is level 30. So, soon it will be time to discover Esteldine. If we go to our map, so we're here. Actually, no, we're here, just outside of Weathertop. And up in the North Downs is Esteldine. So remember, we've cleared much of this area up into here. So there's the ring. That's where Halbarad is waiting. We did some stuff in Othrakar. So that's going to be part of our adventure going forward. Yeah, it's level 30, so we should probably do it. These again are too high for us. That's 31. At some point we'll go into there. Master of the Black Siege. Yeah. So it seems like we're at a point of where we need to advance the books. So before we head back to Evandine, we're going to head into Esteldine and take care of some business there. Now, our campfire was set at Harleg. That's not at all helpful. So I think the closest we can get is... Oh, this could be a long ride. What do we have? We're at 22 minutes. That's going to be a long ride out there. I kind of don't want to take up our last 8 minutes with horseback riding. We've been doing a lot of that. So why don't we, for the sake of time here, why don't we start another instance here, and then I'll split it up, another skirmish, and I'll split this up over, so we got some help here. We'll split it up over a couple, so we'll do Siege of Gondomar. And Tier 3, level 31, let's go ahead and launch that now, and we'll just start that up, and then I'll take a break in the middle when we get to about 30 minutes. I don't like going much longer than 30 minutes, 30 to 40
The
minutes.
Dowerhands have forged an alliance with the Blue Crag Goblins and have laid siege to Gondomar for nearly 2 weeks. The final assault will soon be launched.
I don't like going for too much longer because it takes forever for YouTube to upload the video. So that's why I'm breaking these up into parts. Okay, so we've got some help here. Basically, I do remember this one. There's going to be enemies that are going to be coming to these three entrances, and this could be our first skirmish kind of failure, because you got to burn the stuff down fast, and because you'll be burning like for in one area, and then another area will start already before you're done, and you got to come back and prevent the mayhem. So, let's get started. And eventually, this is where the final fight takes place with the boss. It's kind of a long instance, so I might not have the time to give a proper sign-off. So, I'll just say I'm signing off, and then I'll just sign right back on again. Okay, so the north. So this one is the north. So we really want to be burning stuff quick. Gotta be using our focus well, so we get our merciful shot ready to go. It's not time, he's only got 433, so enemies are on the march to the south, so then you gotta run. run to the south. And the lieutenant has joined. Get our bard's arrow ready to go. Oh, blood rook. Those are the... Oh, wrong one. I did not select the right one. That's right. Okay, so let's see if that's a fatal hit. Not resist. Okay, I am getting heals, I can tell. So that's good. Does she get hit with something? No. Blood rook is back. Goes right to my healer. Pull the aggro off. I think if you kill the enemies around the blood rook, that's when that cloud comes off and you can hit them harder. So I think you're meant to kill all of the... Oops, didn't get that one. We also don't want our little buddies here to die. So we'll be also having him get healed, so if I direct her, she will heal him. And then we can see him march to the south. A lieutenant of the enemy has joined the battle. So let's get rid of the Zealot of Pain here. They have slightly fixed the AI. For the longest time, you know, your buddy, your partner would destroy the aggro, or the fear, the interrupt. Okay, so the Zealot's gonna go down here. To the south. That's where we are. Let's go ahead and put a trap down. Put a trap down every chance we get. Because we gotta get traps. This is the south, right? This is the south. There we go. Lieutenant of the enemy, venomous blood arrows. Get rid of him. Let's get a bleed on that fire lobber back there. So he will blow himself up. She's not doing it. Okay, so now I'm trying to get my focus up so I can use my merciful shot. Completed that. Good. There was a horn, but I did not see... Oh, to the north. Lieutenant has joined the battle. The Hendervalls are the worst. Keep the fear on this guy. Uh-oh, this guy. In trouble. first assault's been broken. A few short moments of rest. So this will be a good time to call this episode, and we'll be right back with more.